Hello, intuitives, or as I now call you today, humanity's booster rockets. If you saw my last video, you know that I attended a live launch yesterday. And of course, when I do something like that, I see all kinds of metaphors. And so my metaphor of the day is intuitives are humanity's booster rockets. And, I want to give you this visualization. I want to picture yourself as a booster rocket. As far as thinking about what's your purpose, what is it that others want from you? What is it that those who will actually hire you, especially those of you who are consultants and freelancers, um, whether they realize it or not, what they are looking for is a boost. They're looking for something new. And so, you are a boost to human productivity and happiness. And, don't confuse that with efficiency, because a lot of times, um, organizations, especially mature organizations, are run purely on efficiency. They're not looking for boost, and that's why they go away. They go out of business because they're looking to just continually, chop away at what already is. And so one of the things to just be clear on is when you're talking to someone about your services, are you hearing someone that wants a boost, or are you hearing someone who wants efficiency? And if it's efficiency, yeah, you can probably do that job, but that's not your wheelhouse. You want you want to be the person involved in launching new businesses, new methods, new frames of reference, new outlooks, making new connections, seeing both human connections and inanimate abstract connections, or inanimate object connections for systems. And that's where intuitives are going to excel. So, of course, where does this lead us? Of course, it leads us to Einstein. I love using Einstein because, I mean, first of all, the great comedian Brian Regan makes a great joke about the fact that, Einstein, now when you call somebody Einstein, it's actually meant as an insult. Okay, Einstein, great idea. But what I want my intuitive booster rockets to see is that you are you're walking with Einstein, and his biographers, more than one, has pointed out that he would tell people that he wondered why it was he who brought this complete reframing of physics and of our perception of the universe, and introduced the time space, or reframed time space interpretation of the physical world. And excuse me, and he would basically say, well, it just came to me. I wasn't out looking for it. It In looking back, it feels like it was always with me, and it was just something that then came out of me. And so, it arrived from within his overall curiosity. He was curious about everything. So here's the challenge for you. What is it that just arrives for you, or that's always been with you? And again, keeping things simple, I submit that the cornerstone is on these four words: greater effectiveness, greater harmony, greater authenticity, and greater accuracy. And so your intuition, in combination with one of those, is where you're going to really be a strong booster rocket for the sake of productivity and happiness to other people. And so, I go back to Einstein. So his his result was greater accuracy. About how to think of the universe. And one of his contemporaries talked about his work in this way. And forgive me for reading, but I'm not that good at memorization. So one of his contemporaries said it was a great work of art, the greatest feat of intuition about nature, the most amazing combination of philosophy, philosophical penetration, visualization, and mathematical skill. And so the final sentence though is just is perfect to understand intuition. Even though its connections with experience were slender. Even though its connections with experience were slender. And this is one of the big rubs in the workplace. So young intuitives go to work, and young intuitives can see all kinds of different ways. Hopefully, they hope better ways, but not always, of improving things. And what happens though is that the people who are driven by experience and by precedent, the gatekeepers, will be dismissive of those young intuitive insights because there's no experience on which they can show that exists. And so for you intuitives, what I want you to do is to think in terms of your own intuition as your own work of art. You are blessed with an ability to be a booster rocket, and it is this from which you will improve the situations of family, of friends, of bosses, of coworkers, subordinates, everyone around you. This is your special gift that you bring to the table, and live in the faith that that's true, absent proof. Live in the faith that your intuition will serve you, and just be with it. And remember, your intuition will just pop up when you least expect it. And so the purpose of living in that faith, and it's a decision to say, absent proof, I choose to live in the faith that my intuition will serve me. And in doing that, you can fortify yourself, and it takes fortitude to keep searching for and being present to the people that want what you have to offer. Because the other part that comes with what intuitives bring to the table is there, while you can see as an intuitive that everyone could use what you have, few are seeking it. And so the barrier between you and paydays, you and a happy living, are the faith and fortitude to stay engaged, to keep offering that boost, not repetition, not same old ways, but to offer a boost in productivity and happiness to individuals and organizations. Hopefully that helps. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Booster Rockets. Take care.